probably being lied to right now. Every single day, there's influencers online telling you that their workout program is scientifically proven or research backed or optimal for muscle growth. I'm Gio Wallace. I have a degree in molecular biology and biotechnologies, and I actually read research papers, not Instagram captions, not YouTubes, not descriptions, but actually peer-reviewed studies. And I'm about to tell you something that's going to make a lot of people probably very angry. 95% of fitness online or on YouTube is scientifically wrong. In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to expose 3 massive lies that I've seen since I started in this fitness journey. First, the protein timing scam that's costing you hundreds of dollars a year. Second, the cardio myth that's keeping you fat despite hours of work. And third, the supplement lie that's making companies billions of dollars while absolutely doing nothing for your body. By the end of this video, you'll understand why most fitness influencers don't actually understand the science that they're citing, why they're incentivized to lie to you, and what actually matters for building muscle based on real research. And if you've been following mainstream fitness advice like I have for a couple of years and wondering why you're not getting results, this is why. So let's start with the biggest lie in the industry: protein timing. You've heard before that you need to drink your protein shake within around 30 minutes of finishing your workout, or you're going to miss the anabolic window and your workout was basically worthless. A lot of fitness people are screaming about this. Supplement companies are selling pre-workout protein and post-workout protein. Intra-workout protein is actually insane. And here's the truth: the anabolic window is complete nonsense. I read actual studies, not the Instagram caption about this study. And the actual research published in the Journal of International Society of Sports Nutrition, they analyzed 23 different studies of protein timing. And what was their conclusion? I'll quote: "The anabolic window is much larger than we previously thought. Total daily protein intake is the most important factor for muscle protein synthesis." Let me translate that in English. It doesn't matter if you drink your protein shake immediately after training or 3 hours later. What matters is hitting your total protein target for the day: 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. But here's why they keep pushing you this protein myth: money. If I told you the truth that you can eat your protein whenever it's convenient, what's going to happen? Well, you stop buying the expensive pre-workout protein powder, and you stop buying the post-workout shake. You stop buying their amino acid supplement. But if they scare you into thinking that you lose your gains, and if you don't consume protein immediately, suddenly you need their product. You'll pay $60 for a tub of protein that you could spread out over the entire day. And this is the playbook: create a problem that doesn't exist and make you afraid of it and sell you the solution. I went from 100 pounds to 180 pounds. And you know what I did? I ate my protein in 4 meals throughout the day. Sometimes I trained in the morning and didn't have protein until lunch. Sometimes I trained at night and ate protein 2 hours later. It just didn't matter. I still built 80 pounds of mostly muscle because the total daily protein is what matters, not timing. Now, let me show you the second massive lie: cardio for fat loss. And a lot of fitness influencers are selling you the cardio program. Do this HIIT workout to burn fat, 30 minutes of fat burning cardio session. Get shredded with cardio. And some of those work, but here's what they don't tell you: they cannot out-train a bad diet. And cardio is the least efficient way to lose fat. Let me show you the math. 1 hour of running a moderate pace burns around 400 calories. You know how fast you can eat those calories back, right? Well, one Chipotle burrito is 1,200 calories. You just erased 3 hours of running in 1 meal. But it gets even worse. Your body adapts to cardio. There's a study on contestants from the TV show The Biggest Loser that should have destroyed the fitness industry, but somehow it got buried. These people lost a massive amount of weight through an extreme cardio and caloric restriction. 6 years later, researchers tracked them down again. Almost all of them gained the weight back. But that's not the shocking part. The shocking part is their metabolisms were permanently damaged. They were burning 500 to 800 fewer calories per day than people of the same size who had never lost weight. One contestant was burning 800 calories less per day than expected. That means to maintain his weight, he had to eat 800 fewer calories than someone else his size every single day for the rest of his life. That's what happens when you try to out-cardio a bad diet. Your body adapts, your metabolism crashes, and you end up worse than when you started. Here's what actually works for fat loss: eat in a caloric deficit. That's it. I went from 189 pounds to 179 in a month of lean muscle. And you know how much cardio I did? None. 0 running, 0 HIIT classes. I don't dismiss them at all, but it just has to be very targeted to running. I lifted weights to preserve muscle and walked 10,000 steps a day for movement. And I ate in a 300 to 500 caloric deficit with high protein. That's the formula. No hours of cardio. A lot of people in the fitness industry can't sell you they eat less because that's free. That makes them no money. My own mother has fat burning pills that I had to get rid of. So I want to let people know that this is just not the way you do it. It doesn't work. They can sell you these cardio programs and heart rate monitors, these pills that burn fat, pre-workout, post-workout recovery, so they can keep you on that treadmill, literally. Now for the third lie, and this one makes me angry the most because I'm a molecular biologist and I actually understand how supplements work, and I just hate that industry. 95% of them do absolutely nothing. And I'm not exaggerating. The supplement industry is worth $150 billion, and almost all of it is snake oil. Let me explain why. For a supplement to work, it needs to be bioavailable. That means your body needs to actually absorb it and use it. And most of these supplements aren't bioavailable. You take them and they go through your digestive system, and then you pee them out. You're literally flushing money down the toilet. Take multivitamins. A study published in the Journal of American Medical Association followed 450,000 people over a decade, and they found that multivitamins has zero effects on mortality, heart disease, or cancer. Zero effect, despite what the commercials tell you. What about pre-workout? You know what's in pre-workout, right? Caffeine. That's it. Everything else is pixie dust in marketing. The beta-alanine that makes your skin tingle doesn't increase your performance. It just makes you feel like it's working. The citrulline that increases the pump has minimal effect and doesn't translate into muscle growth. You're paying $40 for caffeine that you could get for $3 in a cup of coffee. Here are the only 3 supplements that you're ever going to need or worth taking. Number 1, creatine monohydrate. 5 grams per day is the most researched product in existence. Over 1,000 studies confirm it increases strength, muscle mass by 5 to 10%, and the cost, $20 for a year's supply. It could even make you smarter, studies say. Number 2 is vitamin D if you're deficient. Most people are, so get your blood tested if you're low, and do this daily. Number 3, protein powder, and only for convenience. If you can't hit your protein target with whole foods, which it may happen, use protein powder, but it's not magic. It's just food in powder form. That's it. Everything else is just marketing. But supplement companies can't make billions of dollars selling you these 3 products. So they create problems that don't exist and sell you the solutions that don't work. They say you need this testosterone booster, but research shows it only raises your testosterone by 2%. That's within the margin of error. It literally does nothing. You need BCAAs for muscle growth. You already getting BCAAs from the protein that you eat. Supplemented extra does nothing. No, you need this fat burner, but it's caffeine and green tea extract. Please save your money and just drink coffee. I went from 100 pounds to 180 using only 2 of them. Vitamin D and protein powder. Everything else I spend $0 on it. Now here's why a lot of influencers keep pushing these lies. They don't make money from telling you the truth. The truth is free. Eating a caloric surplus or deficit depending on your goals. Hit 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Train with progressive overload. Sleep 7 to 9 hours. That's it. That's the entire system. That's all of it. But you can't sell somebody on that. So you have to complicate it. You have to create problems and then cite faux research that they don't actually understand. I actually read these studies and I understand the methodology, and I know how to analyze whether a study is well-designed or garbage, and trust me, there's a lot of garbage out there. A lot of fitness influencers, they only read the abstract, the summary in the beginning, and run with it. They don't understand sample sizes, they don't understand control groups, they don't understand the statistical significance. They see studies shows X and increases muscle growth, and they make a video claiming it's a breakthrough. And I hate this because my own family has fallen for it. Then I read the actual study and find out it was done on 12 untrained college students over 6 weeks. That's not meaningful data, that's a group project. Or they cite a study that shows a supplement increases a certain hormone by 15%. It sounds impressive, but they don't tell you that the increase is irrelevant because it's still within normal psychological range and doesn't translate to muscle growth or fat loss at all. And this is the fundamental problem. They're either lying deliberately or because they're sponsored, or incompetent because they don't understand the science. Either way, you're getting bad information. And I want to make sure you know this. There's a lot of people, mainstream lifters, that are giving exceptional information out there, but for some reason, a lot of us are falling for those who are not. So let me give you the real science in 3 simple principles. Principle 1, total daily protein matters. Timing doesn't. Hit 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight every single day. Meaning if your goal is 180 pounds, eat 180 grams of protein. As easy as that. You're good. Principle 2, you can't out-train a bad diet. Stop wasting time on cardio by eating a caloric deficit for fat loss, eating a surplus for muscle gain, and lift weights to preserve or build muscle. Walk the movement for health. Principle 3, most supplements are worthless. Stick to creatine, vitamin D if deficient, and protein powder only for convenience. Everything else is a waste of money. And that's it. That's the science. No magic tricks, no secret supplements, not complicated workout programs. I have no reason to sell you on anything. It's just basic biology applied consistently over time, and you will see results. I can promise you that. I'm a molecular biologist who transformed his body from 100 to 180 pounds using these exact principles. I have no supplement sponsors and I have no pre-workout to sell you. I'm just telling you the truth and what actually works. If you want a complete system system of the exact training protocols, the nutrition framework, and recovery strategies that I use specifically, I'm gonna leave a link down below when you can apply for free. But what I just gave you is more than enough to stop wasting your money and start making progress, and even start a workout by yourself and start making progress today. Stop buying supplements that you don't need. Stop doing cardio you don't need. Stop overthinking protein timing, please. Just lift heavy, eat right, sleep well, and be consistent. I'm Gio Wallace. Subscribe if you want more science over marketing and truth over hype. And now go apply what you just learned and stop falling for fitness industry life.